Southwest Florida is known for pretty fine shopping, but some things you just can't find in fancy stores. Today we're looking at the local marketplace and we'll be taking a few liberties with the theme. Our centerpiece is Fresh Fix. Almost every day of the week you'll find an outdoor market featuring homegrown fruits and vegetables. Then marketing pros shop here. A local Naples business helps make your events special, and they do it with swagger.
Techie things are hot. A lot of power banks, Bluetooth speakers, different things like that, because you need to be connected at all times. There's even the selfie sticks out there, Amy.
Plus, if you're in the market for something different, then venture off the beaten path. About this time of year, a bird-watching bonanza gets underway at a local wildlife sanctuary. We'll have those stories along with the latest in our Positively Healthy Medical series. I'm Amy Osher, and this is Behind the Headlines. I'm Amy Osher. Thanks for joining us. Have a taste for fresh produce? Well, now's the time to get your fill. Farmers markets are at their peak this time of year, while the weather is still favorable for growing fruits and vegetables. Here's a few things to look for if you want a fresh fix. The months between October and May provide the perfect environment for fruits and veggies to grow. The heat isn't too bad, the weather isn't too wet. Inland parts of Charlotte, Lee, and Collier counties provide a bounty of fresh produce, with Immokalee known for its winter harvest of tomatoes and peppers. But there are lots of things you might want to try if you're looking for homegrown goodness.
We have fresh kale. This is great for smoothies or just to bake, make kale chips, really delicious. We got cilantro using guacamole, make a cilantro wine sauce for chicken, it's really fresh. We've got radishes, and this is called a red Charlotte radish. And these are organically grown, really, really fresh. We have golden beets with tops and without tops. If you hadn't had a golden beet yet, you really should, it's delicious. They're less earthy than the regular red ones.
Depending on the vendor, much of the produce is organically grown without the use of chemicals and pesticides. And many of the fruits and vegetables are picked the same day. That's why business is booming this time of year at local produce markets.
We'll probably have anywhere from 3 to maybe as high as 5,000 people. The average person spends around $40 at our market, so that's a lot of money that then gets dumped back into the local economy.
If you're promoting an image or brand, it's a pretty safe bet, and Naples business has just what you're looking for. Their main customers are marketing pros, seeking a way to make their business or cause stand out. In this arena, it's all about swagger. You know all that cool loot you pick up at trade shows and special events? It's Barbara Shipe's bread and butter.
Swag, tchotchkes, stupid little stuff, but they're fun things that people hold on to.
Her business provides branded merchandise that gets stuffed into gift bags and given out as promos, little souvenirs that serve as corporate calling cards.
It's just something different that people will keep, and they're going to use it, and they're going to think of your company when they use it.
From high-end virtual reality goggles,
it gets logoed here,
to utilitarian totes. There's always something new to grab your attention. Maybe that's why squishy stress balls were once so popular. Each year, something becomes the favorite freebie.
The latest thing right now is these thermal tumblers. Last year, it was the power banks. And power banks aren't as hot right now, so the price is coming down. So it's a great time to buy power banks.
If you're lucky this year, you'll get a Yeti cup look-alike.
It's the knockoff, it's not the actual Yeti, but it keeps it hot for up to 6 hours and cold for 24, so it's a great item.
Techie gifts always score.
This is for a phone, a cell phone, and it holds your credit card and your driver's license.
So do handy gadgets to keep us energized.
Or when you're out doing something and you have no place to charge, this will actually allow you to run for 2 to 6 hours longer.
Like the great outdoors, how about a seat that doubles as a carry bag and a cooler, or a beach case that holds your phone and a Bluetooth speaker? A hot new giveaway is the sand brush that, well, brushes off sticky beach sand with a carrying compartment for your keys. In fact, a lot of the items are just for fun.
We can do emojis on it. We can do just your logo on it. But people can play with it and it's fun, and they're actually keeping it on their desk.
There are always new gifts to unbox when your business is based on swagger.
So that's my job, and it's different every day.
With a lot of high-profile clients to serve, the marketplace for marketing pros is quite healthy in Southwest Florida. It sounds like a pretty cool job, right? We thought we'd take a closer look, so here's the real deal.
A lot of people don't understand public relations and that we're behind the events. And for me, I try to bring in the worlds of art and music and nonprofits and hospitality and create an event that kind of encapsulates the world of leisure and hospitality and creativity, and we'll stage events like that. We develop events, we develop advertising, we have story ideas, we tie in all different kinds of worlds and people from walks of life to create a happening. So it's about giving and about bringing the community together at very glamorous events, from galas to presentations. I staged the most expensive New Year's Eve in history, and at the time that was $2,000 a ticket, and Andy Warhol showed up, of course, without reservations. I said make way for him right away, so we set up a table right away, and I made up an excuse to go talk to him, and in his diary he said I was the best thing that happened on New Year's Eve, so that's my claim to fame. We always think, what can go wrong, and have a plan for it. So I just operate on that principle, and people think I look at life glass half empty, but we have to. I've also had to cancel events, and those are the dark side. I'll say to my mother, have you seen my story in the paper yet this morning? Oh, did you write a story? I didn't see your name. I said, it's my client's story. I talked to the editor, pitched him or her on the story, and they followed up on it and wrote it, and it's on the front page. What do you mean you don't see it? And she said, well, why aren't you famous? It's the glamour and the grunt, is what I say.
Still to come, when your gallbladder becomes a pain in the gut, it's time to take action. The latest in our Positively Healthy report.
Life here is amazing, and so is the joint care. At the Total Joint Center at Physicians Regional Healthcare System, we've changed the experience of joint replacement for good. With our comprehensive joint care program, most hip and knee replacement patients return home in just 2 days, because we know you want to get on with your active life. Pain-free living starts at Physicians Regional Medical Center, Collier Boulevard, and Physicians Regional Medical Center, Pine Ridge.
Hiring the right moving company is important. Best Moving and Storage is a family-owned and operated business serving Southwest Florida for over 22 years. From our free in-home estimate until the last piece of furniture is in your new place or stored in our climate-controlled warehouse, we treat you like family. Best Moving and Storage is fully licensed and insured, with all of our employees being certified drivers and packers. When it comes to protecting your treasured belongings, choose a company that's experienced and trustworthy. Call Best Moving and Storage today at 239-592-6565.
Bear's big 2-day sale is on this weekend with spectacular store-wide savings. This weekend only, save big on Broyhill now. Your choice, queen beds from just $397. This table only $897. Shop these deals and more, but only while supplies last. Shop early, cause first come, first serve. This weekend only, Bear's big 2-day sale. Don't miss it.
My name is Steve Unser, and cabinetry is my specialty. I have been creating custom designed cabinetry for 20 years in Southwest Florida, and now I am celebrating the grand opening of our new Naples showroom. Steve Unser Cabinetry will help you design your kitchen, bath, or home office with stunning results, offering the best quality of cabinets with a wide variety of design options and pricing to fit any budget. If your kitchen isn't becoming to you, you should be coming to us. Now, 2 locations to serve you.
Chances are you'll never point to your gallbladder and say it hurts, but when something is really wrong, you'll know it. In this edition of Positively Healthy, we'll tell you what to expect when your gallbladder goes bad. When your gallbladder is working properly, you don't even know it's there. A small organ perched under the liver, it stores bile used in digesting fats, but sometimes things go bad and the gallbladder develops stones.
Over time, these stones cause inflammation and irritation of the gallbladder, and so they begin to have right-sided pain and some maybe nausea and bloating after they eat.
Many people don't recognize the problem until it becomes an emergency.
The pain can be pretty severe. It leads to inability to keep anything down, and they can't eat. As it progresses, they may start to develop fevers and chills, and then usually that's when they come to the ER.
Men may also experience chest pains, leading them to believe they're having a heart attack. An ultrasound is used to confirm gallstones. The common solution is surgery to get rid of the gallbladder.
Over 99% are done laparoscopically. Most of my patients go home the same day. They're in the hospital for about an hour or two.
The standard laparoscopic procedure involves 3 or 4 small incisions where instruments are inserted. Now surgeons also have a naval approach, using one incision and removing the gallbladder through the belly button.
You can hide the scar in the natural skin fold or in the base of the belly button itself, and then you really don't have a scar once you're healed.
With little downtime, patients can expect a few days of soreness.
So most of them do really well. The big change they'll notice for the first few months is that some fatty or greasy foods will upset their stomach.
Like the pain itself, a gallbladder is something we can live without. With an unusually dry winter, wading birds are flocking to any remaining watering holes to grab a meal. It means they're concentrated in areas like the Corkscrew Swamp Sanctuary. You can check it out if you're in the market for something wild.
It will go on for a few more weeks because they haven't depleted everything. So the few birds that are left here will find those. And then when it dries up completely, the birds are gone, and that's when the vultures will come and eat the dead fish.
Yes, it's my time to shop for some stories. Here's a look at what our reporters are covering on the beat. Guys?
Thanks, Amy. So this week, Collier County is going to kick off its major study of what it's going to do with most of the major roads out in Golden Gate Estates. That includes Randall Boulevard and Oilwell Road, but most importantly, Randall Boulevard. If you've ever driven down there, especially during rush hour, you know that the road is pretty much failing to keep up with traffic as it is right now, and the population is only expected to grow. So right now the county's looking at if it can reroute it, realign it, expand it, or add new roads that would connect to it to kind of divert traffic away. No matter what they do, it's probably going to be a costly and very long project, so we're going to look at what it's going to take to pull it all together.
Hi, I'm Ashley Collins. I'm a reporter with the Collier Citizen. This past week I got a chance to attend Donna Fiala's second town hall meeting of the year. The first was in Marco Island. The second, which was last week, really focused on the upcoming projects, new housing developments and new restaurants coming to the East Naples area. She met with nearly 100 residents, and county leaders were also there presenting their ideas and upcoming projects. The county manager said that the county's finances are strong, and there was also an update on the upcoming pickleball championships that's coming in April, which brought in a lot of tourism dollars last year and is projected to bring in more this year. For more on this story, visit naplesnews.com.
Hi, my name is Dave Osborne. I'm the entertainment editor for the Naples Daily News, and just the other day I interviewed comedian Yakov Smirnoff. You may remember him in the 1980s. He came to the United States from the Soviet Union. He's known for the phrase, "What a country." Well, anyway, the Cold War ended and he bought a theater in Branson, Missouri. Well, now he's back touring, and right now he will be at Bonita Springs on Thursday and Friday, coming up this week at the Southwest Florida Performing Arts Center. Look for my story on Yakov at naplesnews.com.
Finally, Brent Batten is always on the lookout for things new and interesting. Here's our weekly commentary.
Thanks, Amy. This week we're talking about trends, which leads to the question, what is a trend? I used to know the answer. A trend was something that developed over weeks, months, or even years. There was a trend toward smaller, fuel-efficient cars when gasoline prices spiked. There was a trend toward wider ties, then a trend toward narrow ties, then a trend toward wider ties again. A fad was a trend that developed quickly and involved something less serious. The pet rock was a fad. Bell-bottom pants were a fad. But nowadays, the whole concept of a trend has been upended. Things that used to barely meet the criteria for a fad are now trends. The word itself has changed from being primarily a noun to primarily a verb. A trend, noun, is whatever is trending, verb, on Twitter. That means trends come and go faster than you can say Chewbacca Mom. Take LaMelo Ball, for example. He's the high school basketball player who scored 92 points in a game. 6 hours ago, he was trending. 3 hours later, his name was gone. I guess he'll have to score 100 points next time. I haven't thought about the Winter Olympics since, well, the Winter Olympics. But for some reason, hashtag Winter Olympics was trending 3 hours ago. That trend lasted about 2 hours. Before I could find out what the trend was about, it was over. A challenging part of a newspaper columnist's job has always been keeping up with the trends. But if this trend keeps trending in this direction, it will be hashtag impossible. I'm Brent Batten with the Naples Daily News. Thanks for watching.
Coming up, giving your home a little balance, our design experts will help you with basic layouts in this week's Inspired Living. That's ahead on Behind the Headlines.
Bear's big two-day sale is on this weekend with spectacular store-wide savings. This weekend only, save big on Broyhill now. Your choice, queen beds from just $397. This table only $897. Shop these deals and more, but only while supplies last. Shop early, cause first come, first served. This weekend only, Bear's big two-day sale. Don't miss it.
My name is Steve Unser, and cabinetry is my specialty. I have been creating custom designed cabinetry for 20 years in Southwest Florida, and now I am celebrating the grand opening of our new Naples showroom. Steve Unser Cabinetry will help you design your kitchen, bath, or home office with stunning results, offering the best quality of cabinets with a wide variety of design options and pricing to fit any budget. If your kitchen isn't becoming to you, you should be coming to us. Now, 2 locations to serve you. My name is Steve Unser, and cabinetry is my specialty. I have been creating custom designed cabinetry for 20 years in Southwest Florida, and now I am celebrating the grand opening of our new Naples showroom. Steve Unser Cabinetry will help you design your kitchen, bath, or home office with stunning results, offering the best quality of cabinets with a wide variety of design options and pricing to fit any budget. If your kitchen isn't becoming to you, you should be coming to us. Now, 2 locations to serve you.
The area's only 30 minutes or less ER service pledge means you'll find less waiting for the care you need. And because we're full service hospitals, a lot more care if you need it. Less waiting, faster care. Only at Physicians Regional Healthcare System.
Is your auto insurance keeping pace with your life? Ask for a AAA Triple Check Insurance Review to see if your current policy is still a good fit. An agent will assess changes in your life, like new vehicles or drivers. Make sure you've got the right coverage and all the discounts you deserve. They'll also see how a AAA membership can round out your protection on the road. Plus, provide roadside assistance, discounts, free services, and vacation extras. Ask for your AAA Triple Check today.
Who doesn't benefit from having balance in their life? Well, when it comes down to it, your home does too. A well-balanced design makes for a comfortable and inviting space. Here's this week's Inspired Living. Kathy's one of our design experts here at Bears, and you said that there's some basic kind of structural design elements that people use whether they know it or not. What is this one?
This is called symmetrical design. And what it does is actually, if you think about the human form, we are symmetrical. We have 2 legs, 2 arms. So people are very comfortable with this design form, if they're analytical especially, because if you see, it mirrors one, except for these nightstands, you know, they could be one of each or they could be both the same. But you see there's a nightstand, lamp, picture, and that's basically, a lot of people are very comfortable with this design plan because it's...
So it's got good balance,
It's
correct?
good balance, yes, it's very good balance.
So symmetrical is one, but it's not the only one.
No,
What are
it's
some
not.
other design layouts?
The other design layout that is very, very popular today is asymmetrical, and that is whatever, you know, as the symmetrical is the same. Asymmetrical is height-wise, weight-wise, similar, but not the same. So you might, for example, have a tall plant on this side of a sofa, and on the other side of the sofa or the other side of the room, you might have a tall curio or something like that. So height-wise, it's the same, but not matchy-matchy. That's where a designer comes in, because it's very important to have the right weight and scale, but you can pull it off, and it's more creative, fun, casual. The third type of the design principle is a radial, and a radial is great for chat groups, which today are very, very popular with people. People are taking their dining rooms and making them into a chat area. Round table, club chair, all facing each other, so that you can sit and have a drink and talk.
Can you incorporate that into a living area as well?
You can absolutely do it. You can do it with 2 curved sofas facing each other, and then a couple of chairs, swivel chairs, with the center cocktail.
But to do these successfully, you have to have a clear vision. So it sounds like all of them really provide some sort of structured balance in a way.
Yeah, it's definitely a design principle.
As PR campaigns go, this one was getting a lot of circulation until the buzz went bad. Cheerios vowed to give out 100 million wildflower seeds in order to bring back bees, an effort to address a declining population. But the story doesn't end there. Here's the latest from the USA Today network.
The General Mills cereal brand Cheerios is taking on critics of the campaign it's calling Bring Back the Bees. Cheerios has given away 1.5 billion wildflower seeds to its consumers. They're asking the seed recipients to plant wildflowers in their backyards, which they hope will supply honeybees and bumblebees with more pollen and nectar. But according to Lifehacker, some experts are urging people to throw the seeds away, saying the seeds can cause a, quote, great deal of damage when they are introduced into locations outside of their native range. The campaign is intended to boost the population of many endangered bees.
All around where they're growing oats for Honey Nut Cheerios, they're going to be planting wildflowers, some native species that will really, really benefit all of our bees.
But in the wake of the criticism surrounding the campaign, Cheerios addressed the concerns on their Facebook page, saying, quote, the seed varieties in the mix are not considered invasive.
And we like to leave you with a happy ending, and evidently Naples is just the place for it. There's a reason they call our home paradise. For the second consecutive year, Naples is ranked first in the Gallup Healthway survey for being the top U.S. city for overall health and happiness. The American Well-Being Rankings evaluates 189 metro areas across the country, calculating social activity, physical health, finances, and other metrics to come up with their annual rankings. The city also ranked well in other polls, looking at places to retire and small-town food scenes. Hope you enjoyed this edition of Behind the Headlines. Thank you for joining us. You can always connect with me through my Facebook page, Amy Osher Reporter, or catch up on past shows if you like by logging on to naplesnews.com. On the left-hand side under Quick Links, select Behind the Headlines. I'm Amy Osher. See you back here next week.